in the Avatar world, which animal would be the best companion for you? And yes, we're talking about you, Juku and Crystal, and me, and whoever's watching this video. Yeah, so I haven't actually thought about this before we brainstormed the idea, but we can talk about some different animals. I mean, I think an obvious choice would be a sky bison, right?
Yes.
Like,
yes, they
Can't argue with that.
They spiritually bond with you if you're an airbender, I guess. But let's just say in this case, you don't have to be an airbender, so they bond with you and they can fly you around.
And arguably, they're the cutest. I think they're the cutest, especially the little baby flying bison.
They also can be very smelly, but they're cute as well to maneuver the smelliness.
Not if you take care of maintain your giant flying bison.
They're obviously intelligent as well, considering Appa.
Yeah, they're definitely intelligent and fun.
So that's one very obvious choice. I feel like dragons, it's a tough one because we don't really get much personality from dragons in the show.
I mean, they were dancing, but I know what you mean.
Aren't they endangered?
They were endangered because of Sozin, yeah. But
were they like? See, I haven't rewatched Korra. Were they like a common thing in Korra?
No, they weren't common. But considering that Zuko had a dragon, in Korra, they must have found more somehow.
The rumor is that that dragon that he was riding is the egg that he found with Aang, so that he hatched into that dragon.
Yeah, that's believable.
Good theory. And also, I would say a dragon would be like one of the top choices for me. They're just like the most imposing, the most badass, and they seem very like compassionate. Like, I mean, that whole episode where we're introduced to dragons.
Oh yeah.
Like pretty much brought about like a very good lesson for like Zuko
Roku's
and Aang.
dragon. Dragon was he showed personality, or I'm not sure if it was a he, but yeah, because he went around Roku even though he was about to die, so they both died together. So that was pretty epic. I just remembered that. I take back what I just said about the dragons not really showing much personality.
They're loyal. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, you just have to be careful what animals are around them, because those dragons seem like they weren't afraid to eat them. So
I think a great companion would be a giant badger mole, because we can say without a doubt that they pretty much trained in arguably like the strongest earthbender in the show, Toph, basically. So I mean,
they're the original. We're basically talking.
Right?
We're basically talking the original benders right now. So
I think any big hybrid animal in that show would be a great companion because you can ride around on them, right? And I don't know, badger moles are kind of scary looking, but maybe I like that. And maybe I would be an earthbender that needs to learn from them.
Dang.
I mean, they can probably travel pretty quickly as well, since they just move Earth out of their way. And they're music lovers. I like that.
Yeah, they love music.
That's true. I was going to say, because of the badger moles, we have like maybe the best song that was created in the Avatar universe, the Secret Tunnel song. So, I mean, where would we be without the badger moles, right? No Secret Tunnel, no Toph. So I think they'd be a great companion.
I forgot. Yeah. There was that one animal that Sokka and Suki and Toph rode when they were going to stop the fire during the finale when they're trying to stop the Fire Nation. And I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
Eelhound.
Eelhound. Yes, there you go. Okay.
Yeah, that looks very useful. Like, I never really thought of that until now.
Yeah, I actually used that in the story the what if story that I'm writing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They look like dinosaurs, which I think would make a great companion, because who doesn't love a good dinosaur?
Mm.
Yeah, and they're fast, clearly, because they went from Ba Sing Se to
the fire,
wherever the Fire Nation was like camped up at, like in I think
in a day.
Either a day.
Yeah, it was a day.
Yeah, about a day.
Yeah, it was about a day.
But Sky Bison is obviously still better.
Yeah, I can fly around for sure.
What?
No, I'm being real.
I mean, that has to be number one. If this was a list, I think flying bison would be number one on a lot of people's lists, right? Not only are they cute,
your list,
but they're loyal. No, I think it would be like number one on my list. They're cute, they're loyal.
Yeah.
And you can, and like they're helpful, right? Yeah. Like you can go from place to place. They're super fast. I mean, like,
yeah, honestly,
travel by flying is so fast.
Yeah, even in the Kyoshi books, it's like whoever has a Sky Bison has the advantage in anything. Like you can't even get around much without a Sky Bison in Last Airbender or like before then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Appa was, I mean, an essential part of the team because they wouldn't have been able to get around as fast as they did. And then Appa definitely was a very good at maneuvering too. Like he was like dodging like fireballs, like this and that, like in the sky. And then when you're in the sky, obviously you have an advantage for like an air attack too, like if that's something you wanted to do. So yeah, I think.
Yeah, I mean that also makes a dragon an obvious choice as well because they can fly too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe this flying bison just has the edge because they're cute. They're big and cute.
I definitely do feel like
yeah.
the advantage of a bison as well is like I don't feel like the dragons, they kind of imply that dragons don't mind eating other animals. I feel like Appa can be trained well enough that he doesn't feel the need to eat other animals. So I think that's another thing you don't have to worry about your dragon like killing other creatures.
Well, if that's what it has to do to survive, I'd be like, go ahead. I don't know.
You know, just get those benders or be angry at you.
We also, let's also mention the Shershu, which June was riding on.
Okay, that is definitely useful.
That's good for her because she was a bounty hunter and it could pick up scents really well. So I think that was the perfect companion for her. It's just kind of ugly.
Yeah, you have to be careful if it doesn't smell the wrong thing. Otherwise, it becomes blind. Because essentially, it's blind. So
yeah. So no perfumes for your Shershu, guys.
Bosco, the bear. I mean, anybody can have that already. So
he was very regal. He was regal. So I'll give him that.
Not anybody. You can't have a pet bear. It's. We can always go see a bear.
I would rather have Naga, to be honest, than Bosco.
Naga was like a bear, but with all the good qualities of a dog, like super loyal, super fast, but like huge enough to like ride on. So I think Naga's a great choice.
But unfortunately, I feel like in the show, Naga didn't really get that much of a role.
Yeah.
Compared to Appa.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Honorable mention, I just wanted to bring up the saber-toothed moose lions. I think they definitely have the cutest cubs from what we could see in the episode with Fufu Cuddly Poops. But they do seem like pretty untamed. Like, you know, when they grow like big and tall, like I think that would be a very cool, imposing animal to have on your side. But they seem like maybe like wilder than the other animals because they're more in the wild. No one had it as like a pet or anything. But I think that's a pretty cool like hybrid animal in the series.
Do you think we should include the spirit animals? Like you remember how Jinora, those like rabbit, what's it called? I don't even remember the other hybrid animal of it, but it was like a rabbit thing. Like Boomy called it Boomju. And then there was that phoenix that Korra was riding on as well. So
I don't think so. No, let's keep it to the physical realm.
Yeah, who cares about the spirit world? I'm just kidding. Yeah. I know, but those guys are cool
because they can essentially most of them can shapeshift, or at least according to Korra, if Vatu affected them or whatever, or negative energy, they shapeshift.
Yeah,
stuff
if
like
they
that.
have too much negative energy, the influence will make them shapeshift into something else. But yeah, okay, I guess we can leave that.
Wow, no love for Momo, I guess. No love for flying lemurs because it took us like.
I mean, it's unfortunate. Momo's just, his intelligence level is not quite there. You know, like when Sokka wanted water.
When they were sick and he was just like giving them trash.
Not trash. They give him some good
random stuff.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe the flying lemurs are like the pugs of that universe. Like they're not there for like anything except for like you want a cute silly animal around.
Exactly.
They might be lovable. Maybe, you know, maybe we just don't know because we don't have one in our life. But I think Momo's cool.
I think it was interesting when Milo was able to train all those lemurs, and it was like able to have his army of lemurs. So they're good if you want to have an army.
Oh, that's true. It just depends on how you train them.
For what?
I mean,
an army that can do what?
I mean, hey, they can if you train them enough.
Put on shows.
Yeah, put on shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Messenger lemurs.
Just descend upon people, pull their hair out.
Okay, another one's the hawks, or those birds. The birds.
The messenger hawks.
Yeah, they're not that. I mean, I guess they can send messages, but that's it.
Yeah, I mean, technically, people did that in the past, so that's already like a thing.
I mean,
yeah, but imagine you're walking around with a hawk on your shoulder. That's pretty cool. And if they didn't have like any kind of like fast communicating back then, I think the hawks are pretty essential.
Who do you think would fly faster, a sky bison or a hawk? I think the original airbender would fly faster.
I think if they wanted to fly faster, because sometimes, appas or the bisons just are like, man, I don't want to do this. I'm just trying to get my
it's
time.
like, I mean, if they fly faster, it's probably like running for them. They don't want to do that. And I mean, you can't perch a sky bison on your shoulder like you can a hawk. That's pretty cool. I would want a hawk on my shoulder at all times.
All right, so let's get back to the question originally proposed. I choose sky bison. After going through our discussion, sky bison seems like a good choice. I would say dragon is a close second.
I have to agree with you there. I concur with that completely. I think the sky bison is just like, they're useful, but they're super cute, and that just like gives them all the edge to me because I value cuteness. But the dragons are too cool. They're a super close second to me. I love dragons, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that, especially because of course,
give us something unique.
Sure, all right. You don't say what you said,
Bosco.
Yeah, but maybe my thing with the bisons is like that connection. Like Appa what's called Lost Days is one of my favorite episodes, just because you see that connection with the bison and the person. So I really like that with them. And then dragons, just because the coolness factor. Let's be real. I feel like to ride a dragon, you have to earn it, because it's like, I feel like the dragons have, I don't know, something about the way the dragons are shown in the show. It seems like you need to be somewhat of a high class. So it's like, it's more of a status if you have a dragon comparing to the other.
I want to say they probably are better maneuvers than flying bison. I'm just thinking about like the way they move, so that if you value that, maybe they have the edge.
Yeah.
Maybe just because of size and
probably
anatomy, but I don't know. I feel like the original airbenders would have an advantage in terms of speed, but that's just headcanon.
I will say badger modes are
also
pretty useful. So
yeah,
I'll never forget the badger.
I just want to say, flying bison look like they fly very steadily too. Like they barely move when they float around, which is cool.
Yeah. If we couldn't choose those two, sky bison. How about those three? If we can't choose those three, the sky bison, dragon, or badger mole, which one would you choose as a animal companion?
I think the saber-toothed moose lion's cool. If at all possible, if you're able to tame one. It looks really cool, and like it's just huge, and they start out as like really cute cubs. So
I'm gonna have to use that what's it called? That seal thing? That
the eel.
The eel, there you
hound.
go.
The eel hound.
The seal.
Like eel hound.
The seal hound.
Yes, the eel hound. I'm gonna have to do it with that one.
Yeah, they look like cool dinosaurs. How about you, Scott?
I was actually gonna say that as well, but since he picked it, let me. I think the share shoe would be very useful. Let's go with the share shoe, because not only can it help you find whatever you, or a person, or a scent, it can also immobilize people, which is very useful.
Oh yeah,
if
we
you're
didn't even
fighting.
bring that up, but that's true.
Yeah.
They're definitely a scary animal. I wouldn't mess with someone who had one of them. So.
Yeah. All right. Good choices, guys.
Let us your opinions on the comments. Well, which ones you want to animal that you guys think is the best?
Yeah, give us a ranking or a list, because I know a lot of people will probably choose one of the three: sky bison, dragon, or badger moles. All right, so we're gonna talk about what we know. Is it what? Are animals what?
Or we're gonna talk about the animals.
Yeah, what is our
that make the best companions.
Okay, sounds good. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna talk about animals. Sorry,
Animals.
Okay, let me try that.
Could we say which animal would be the best companion animal?
Which animals? Yes.
Yeah, see, that's gonna be the title. Yeah. All right.
All right.
In the Avatar world, which animal would be the best companion for you?